My name is Adam Mitchell. I'm one of the music directors here at Stuttgart High School, and we are so excited to be live once again, and to invite anybody and everybody to sit next to whoever they want to. What a relief. As we go about developing our new normal, let's just remember what the kids have been through, what they've accomplished doing this. It's a great thing to see. As I invite the strings to the stage, I'm going to ask Miss Amy Munson to keep playing for just a little bit longer, and let's welcome them all to the stage. Thank you once again, Ms. Amy Munson. We are very delighted to have so many talented musicians like Amy to give us those nice little, just icing on the cake for our concerts. We had a broken bridge at the last minute here tonight, so I'm going to stretch this just a little bit longer to let them have a little bit of time to make any adjustments necessary. I just want to take a second and mention how good of a place Dodea is to work. I've graduated 2 of my own children from Stuttgart High School, and I couldn't be more proud of the opportunities they had and what they're growing into, and I know a lot of that is due to their 4 years here. Not to mention they grew up in Dodea all along. But things I didn't know when I took this job as a teacher. How hard it would be to get somebody to show up in black socks. You can say it all year, it doesn't matter how many times you say it, there's always going to be 1 or 2. I didn't know how hard it was for a teenager to keep up with things. I'm guessing you didn't. I didn't know, as a teacher, how I was really giving up adult conversations. I'm with your children, with your students, almost all day, every day. They become the people that I talk to. Their humor is what I try to get. I get to hear some of what they go home to, what they do over the weekends. I get to know them more than I get to know the people I work with. They really are a blessing. I get to say things like, let's put that on InstaChat and on the FaceTime. And I get to irritate them with their little lingo and throw them in my dad jokes. So I really do appreciate you giving me the opportunity and the honor to teach your children. And one of the things that I've learned in being a teacher is it's not just me standing up here waving my arms. It's not just saying that's the right note, that's the wrong note. It's more about giving students opportunities. It's not that only that we want to put on a good concert tonight for you and that we want to be proud of what we do, but it's the opportunities that the students get to sit here and do it. And so I believe real strongly in student leadership. And you're going to see students talking tonight. You don't want to see me all night up here talking. You're going to see your students talking. And I'll get back to student leadership a little bit later in the program because we built that in and you'll see that a few times tonight. As we are getting back into our normal, let's go ahead and take a second, and if you have a cell phone, a watch, anything that buzzes, please take a second and turn it off. You guys too. Better enough. We will have some dedicated photographers tonight, so don't feel like you have to come down to the front to get your close-up. We'll get lots of shots. Feel free to take photography from your seat, and we'll get those posted that we take as soon as we can onto the Facegram and InstaChat and all that good stuff. And we'll have our video team, Mr. Fisher and his crew from the middle school, and we'll get those videos posted as soon as we can get them edited for your memories and your savings. Okay? At this time, I want to talk just a little bit about a concert master. A concert master for a strings program is usually the lead violin in the first violin section. They need to be one of the most experienced players in the group, fast at learning, understanding how to read music, especially the rest, and being able to cue a little bit so that the people in their section and in the rest of the group behind them can follow along and look to if they get a little lost sometimes. The concert master is often used, along with the principals or section leaders, to help audition soloists and make choices in our groups as the year goes by. They will also sometimes be the group expert for technical expertise on the particular instruments. At this time, I would like to invite our concert master to the stage, Mr. Michael Michaud. Michael? In Michael's duty, he's going to check the tuning and do a quick warm-up for you guys. Mr. Michael Michaud. At this time, I'd like to invite Nicholas Colobius to the stage. Nicholas, please come on out. Nicholas is going to be playing percussion with us on our first song. And at this time, I'm going to start handing it over to the students for them to do their part. Hope you enjoy this evening.
Hi, my name is Annika Smith. Perhaps one of the most innovative tango composers, bandoneon player, and arranger was Astor Piazzolla. He became a revolutionary in the tango world when he incorporated jazz and classical elements into his music. This new style was termed Nuevo Tango, or New Tango. One of his greatest hits, Libertango, was composed in 1974. We hope you enjoy James Kaczek's arrangement of Libertango.
Nicholas Colobius, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome.
Hello, I am Matthew Skogdahl. Why did the Scarecrow get an award?
Why, Matthew?
Because it was outstanding in its field. Johannes Brahms completed his 21 Hungarian dances by 1979. Brahms's Hungarian dances are among the most popular compositions in the field of light classical music, with dance number 5 probably being the most well-known one of the altogether 21 pieces of the cycle. The quick tempo and memorable melodies come together to create a truly thrilling dance. The tempo starts quick, stops, and restarts several times, and becomes even more frenzied by the end. Please enjoy Marl Isaac's arrangement of Hungarian Dance number 5.
Okay, at this time I'm going to invite someone else to the auditorium, Miss Isabella. Miss Isabella is not in our class, but she is in our chamber ensemble. So chamber ensemble, if we can start making our way to the floor area. Our chamber ensemble is another example of student leadership. This is a group that auditions their own, practices their own, and performs their own. I don't give them a lot of time in class. This is their thing. I do give them the last couple of weeks we rehearse with them, but for the most part they meet after school and sometimes during seminar. That is very hard to do in a Dodea school, especially here at Stuttgart. All of the students participate in a lot of activities. So getting students who are dedicated enough to stay after school and practice or come to seminar and practice is really a big deal and a big blessing for us in the music department. So at this time, I'm going to hand it over to Rebecca Berry, the leader of our chamber ensemble.
Good evening, my name is Rebecca. The Brandenberg Concertos represent a popular music genre of the Baroque era, the concerto grosso, in which a group of soloists plays together with a small orchestra. The word grosso simply means large, for there are more soloists than was customary at the time, and the music tends to be more expansive. In the case of the Brandenberg Concerto No. 1, the soloists are so numerous that the work is virtually symphonic. In its original form, the Concerto No. 1 was 22 minutes in length. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Don't worry though, our arrangement is shorter. my name is Taylor Kreimeier. You will likely recognize the melodies in our next piece titled Spring by Vivaldi. This is one of a set of 4 violin concerti called The Four Seasons. Vivaldi expressed very precisely what was intended in this piece by writing the following in the original score. Measures 1 through 13, Spring has arrived. Measures 13 through 27, the birds greet her with joyful song. Measures 31 through 39, streams flow with sweet murmurings. Measures 44 through 55, a blackened sky with thunder and lightning. Measures 59 through 65, the birds return with their enchanting song. Measures 70 through 82, the murmuring stream and the theme of the arrival of spring return to close the movement. See if you can identify the birds, rivers, and streams in this arrangement by John Caponegro.
Hello, my name is Jasmine Lagarde. Our next and final piece we're playing is Eine, kleine, Nachtmusik. The serenade was completed in Vienna on the 10th of August, 1787, around the time Mozart was working on the second act of his opera, Don Giovanni. It is not known why it was composed. Most of Mozart's serenades were written on commission, thus suggesting that this serenade too was a commission, whose origin and first performance were not recorded. The work was not published until about 1827, long after Mozart's death. It had been sold to the publisher in 1799 by Mozart's widow, Constance, part of a large bundle of her husband's compositions. Today, the serenade is widely performed and recorded and is considered to be one of the most popular of all Mozart's works. The work has 4 movements: allegro, romance, minuet, and rondo. We'll be playing the first movement for you.
Thank you so very much. We're going to pause for just a second and let our photographer get one shot of the group standing. So if you guys will please stay standing.
And everybody look at Nick. Hi, Nick. Are you good?
Okay, to wrap things up tonight, there's just a few students that I would like to recognize. First, and once again, Miss Amy Munson, who played the piano for us at the beginning of the show tonight. We have compared to other groups and classes in the school, the strings class is relatively young. To kind of show that example, would our seniors please rise? Miss Mia West. I know Mia hates me put on the spot like that. But as you can see, most of our students are younger. It is a newer program for Dodea, not new, but newer. And as the students grow, we will get more seniors. We will miss Mia just being with us a short time. Mia, thank you so much for spending some of your time with us this year. Our section leaders. Section leaders, please stand up. We do share challenges 2 to 4 times a year. These are the current section leaders. They do change, but we get opportunities to figure out how to talk to other people, lead other people, and some of the logistics that go behind leading other people. Thank you, section leaders. Once again, Rebecca Berry, for leading our chamber ensemble and taking time out of her free time to do all that. Thank you, Rebecca. We do have a music honor society here at Stuttgart High School called the Tri-M Club, and one of our strings players happens to be a co-president, Miss Anna Galliano. And then I would like to call down our lighting and sound crew. Can you guys just jump down here for a second? Like many other things in Dodea, when people PCS, sometimes we lose our expertise. Come right up front, you guys. And we came down to where we had 1 or 2 people that maybe knew how to run the soundboard and light board, and we identified that as a potential problem for the future. So we have now started a club to teach students how to do the sound and the lights, which is some pretty fancy and expensive equipment up there. And who knows whether they'll use it later in life. But Ben Holton, Ben Wave, has decided to head up that club for us. And so for tonight, running the lights and the sound for the very first time for most of these people, we have Ella Saloma, Ian McWilliams, Hannah Rose Rajas, I've already introduced Ben, and Lachibet. Thank you, Jeff. And then last few, but definitely not the least. First of all, our administration for allowing us to do these kinds of things and giving us support for the last few years, even during our hard time. So thank you very much, Mr. Rick Rinniger, Vince Power, and Maria Coleman. Yeah, thank you so much. And like I said earlier, we don't get a lot of after-school rehearsals, so we depend on seminar the last few weeks before the concert. And so we definitely need to thank our faculty for putting up with Mr. Held and I requesting all these students to come see us during seminar for the past few weeks. They are now free back to you. We couldn't do what we do in any way, shape, or form, how we do it, and as nice as we do it, without our music boosters, run by our current president, Ms. Laura Munson. Laura, wave. Monson has definitely put that group on the right track. She keeps us all in line and tells us what to do, when to do it, and we are all very thankful for it. And unfortunately, she's going to be PCSing. So, Miss Monson, we will miss you, and we are looking for somebody else to step in and help us out. If you have any desire to help out any of the music programs, please email me or Mr. Held or Miss Munson. You'll find their email addresses on the back of your program. We would love to have you, and we won't take up too much of your time. We couldn't do any of this, quite literally, without parents. Without the parents, we wouldn't have these wonderful students. I'm so very blessed to do this job. There are days where I have to remember that I love it. And today is one of those days where we finally get to see the result of all of our labor. We like making memories. We hope you have taken a few pictures. And we hope that these experiences will carry these students throughout their lives. And they'll go forth and do good things. All right, please take a moment. Allow our students to exit the stage. They're going to need to return. Students, we need to do a chamber ensemble picture in the hallway, and I think they want to get another picture. So please stop at the Miss Galliano out in the hallway. Let her do her pictures. They will take and turn their uniforms in, change into their clothes, and then they are all yours. Thank you. And if you're not doing anything Wednesday, Thursday, we've got 2 more concerts coming up. Have a great evening.